Hello students, welcome to EduTap. I am Tanushree and today is the 15th and the final lecture of our series Agriculture through MCQs for CCI and NABARD examination. Right? धीरे धीरे चलते चलते आज हम final lecture तक आ चुके हैं. Thank you for being consistent and the topic for today's class is cotton production, area, procurement and yield. Right? So, as far as this one topic is concerned, in the CCI examination, it is very factual in nature, right? So, as far as the facts related to the cotton are concerned, they are asked and they are very factual in nature, right? So, today in today's class, we are going to discuss the question, but there is no concept behind any of the questions. So, this is going to be a very quick and a very fast lecture, right? But this chapter, it is important, like out of all the questions, around 5 to 6 questions are asked from this topic, and it is but natural. The examination is CCI, Cotton Corporation of India, so it is but natural for them to ask questions related to the cotton. So please do prepare this topic well, but remember this that this topic is factual in nature, so you have to prepare questions like production related data, export related data, which state tops, which country tops, right? So that kind of data, all the institutions related to the agriculture, where they are located, right? And you also have to know some of the history related to the cotton, right? Where the first mill was established, right? So all these things you have to remember, right? Okay, so without wasting any further time, let's get started. So the first question for today's class is, which country leads in the total area of cotton, right? So the correct answer here is option number A, India. As far as the area under cotton is concerned, it is India which tops it is India which tops the list. I think it is not very clear to you. Just give me a few seconds. Till then, let me discuss this question. When I move to the second question, you try answering it, and by the time I'll rectify the error, right? Okay. So as far as the total area of cotton is concerned, right? So see, the list or the ranking, it can be prepared on different bases, right? So it can be on the basis of total area, it can be on the basis of production, it can be on the basis of consumption, it can be on the basis of exports and imports, right? So all these factors you have to remember, and you have to have the data in your notes regarding all these 4 points, right? Because they are very, very important. Okay, so here in this question, as far as the total area of cotton is concerned, it is India which tops the list, right? Now let's move to the second question. When was the Cotton Supply Association founded in Britain, right? So you have to answer this question. You try answering it. Till then, I'm just correcting the exposure of this video. This is fine. Okay, so the correct answer for this question is option number A, 1857. The Cotton Supply Association, it was founded in Britain in the year 1857. Okay, again a very factual question, but this was one of the previous year question. It was asked in the actual examination of Cotton Corporation of India, and if I'm not wrong, it was asked just the last year. ठीक है, 2023 के अंदर जो Cotton Corporation of India का एग्जाम हुआ था, उसके अंदर ही ये क्वेश्चन पूछा गया था. So you can see the nature of questions, very factual, very direct. Okay, the third question says, which Indian state leads in the cotton production, right? So as far as the cotton production is concerned, which is the leading state in India, right? So the correct answer here is option number C, Gujarat, right? Now let's move to the next question, which says, in which state of India was the first cotton mill set up in the year 1854, right? The Britishers, they established the first cotton mill in which of the following states? So the correct answer here is option number D, Bombay. In Bombay, the first cotton mill was established in the year 1854. All right. Now let's move to the next question. For which of the following crops have genetically modified variety is allowed for commercial growth, right? So the correct answer here is option number C, cotton, right? So the genetically modified variety, it basically means that like if we want certain desired characteristics in a particular crop, then we try to do some modifications in the genes of that crop to incorporate those characteristics, right? So whatever characteristics any organism, be it human being, be it plants, be it animals, any characteristic they have, it is because of their genetic makeup, right? Now when we make some changes in these genetic in this genetic makeup, then we get the desired changes in the overall organism as well, right? So because of that, genetically modified varieties are created. However, as far as the other crops are concerned, as for like the BT brinjal is there, right? So in the case of brinjal also, we do have a genetically modified variety, but it is not allowed, right? It has not yet got the nod of the government, you can say, so that it can be commercially cultivated. It is not allowed to be cultivated commercially, and it is not allowed to be sold in the market, right? But as far as the cotton is concerned, its commercial growth and its sale is also allowed, right? Why that is so? Because see, cotton is basically a fiber crop, right? So it is not something we eat, so its harmful impacts, they are not that much, right? So the harmful impact of BT cotton on human health are not there, right? And that is why BT cotton has been allowed. However, as in the case with other genetically modified varieties of other crops, their health impacts, they are still being tested, and that is why they have not been allowed for commercial growth. Here the catch was कि allowed, ठीक है? Varieties तो और crops में भी हैं हमारे पास, लेकिन allowed कौन है commercial growth के लिए? तो वो है हमारा cotton. Cotton की variety है BT cotton, right? Okay. Now the next question is, what is the rainfall requirement for cotton crop, right? So the correct answer is option number B, 50 to 100 centimeter. If we talk about the cotton crop, its crop requirement, its rainfall requirement is 50 to 100 centimeter. All right. Now let's move to the next question. Which of the following crops acts as the trap crop for cotton, right? Throughout the series, I have discussed this one concept a number of times. So I just hope that you don't miss out on this question. So the correct answer here is option number A, okra, right? Once again, trap crops are those crops which you use which you use and which you grow outside a particular crop, right? On the fringe, you can say, or on the boundary of a particular crop, so as to trap the pathogens which are going to attack our main crop, right? So to prevent the pink bollworm to attack the or the bollworm to attack the cotton, we grow the trap crop okra around the cotton field to trap that pathogen, right? So that is the trap crop, and in case of cotton, that okra is used as a ट्रैप क्रॉप. भिंडी जो होती है उसे हम यूज करते हैं ट्रैप क्रॉप की तरह, ठीक है? अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की तरफ. In the year 2022-23, which country emerged as the leading exporter of cotton? ठीक है? The first question we talked about, it was about the total area of production. Which country was leading in the total area of production? However, here we are talking about the country which is leading in terms of export. So whenever you get such question, please do read it carefully कि लिखा क्या है, क्या पूछा गया है, ठीक है? So the correct answer for this question is USA. It is USA which tops as far as the export of cotton is concerned, ठीक है? So with this, we have completed all the question for today's class. This class was supposed it is very short class again, because the nature of the questions asked from this topic are not very technical. No concept is involved. Simple facts were supposed to be told, and which we discussed here in today's class. And I don't know whether it is a good news or a bad news, but today there is no homework question because this is the last class. But we are going to discuss the question which I gave to you in the previous class, right? So the question was, based on lifespan, weeds are not classified as. The correct answer here is option number D, wetland weed, right? So it is the wetland weed which does not fall in the classification when we are classifying the weeds on the basis of their lifespan, right? On the basis of their lifespan, they can be annual weed. Annual weeds means they complete their entire life cycle in 1 year. Biennial weeds complete their entire life cycle in 2 years, and the perennial weeds which complete their entire life cycle in they are like more than 2 years. They survive for more than 2 years, and that is why they are the perennial weeds, right? So the correct answer here is wetland weeds. All right. So with this, we come to an end of our today's lecture and also the end of our series Agriculture through MCQs. The PDF of this lecture and PDF of all the lectures, you will find them on our Telegram channel. Do join it. And also, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, please do subscribe it. We will keep on bringing such useful series for you time and again, right? So this was a nice journey till here. Thank you for being there with me till the last class. Bye, take care, and all the very best for your examination. I hope and I pray that you all pass this exam with flying colors. Bye and take care.